Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Wad Lounge. Welcome to today's episode, the very first episode of the Morning Wave on MCI TV. I am Ishak with my co-host.
Grace, we are very excited to bring to you the first edition of this show.
And of course, Grace, let me pose to you a question. How do you feel about your morning?
Oh my God, my morning is so awesome. I woke up to a very great meal, and the rooms are very comfortable, and that's super amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, J Fry is so fly. Okay, so today's program is quite different, though not different from what we had yesterday. We shall be having somebody telling us what we had yesterday, but today we have something special. We're going to have Democracy and Development by Anna Relsman from Konrad Adenauer Steve Tang Africa, and we shall be having Media Gone Wrong by the favorite Daniel Lutaya. Yes, and we shall be having Understanding and Reporting
on social media, and that's my favorite, yeah.
And
then,
yeah.
sorry, the panel and networking, BBQ with the alumni, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Grace, what does the MCI Fellowship mean to you?
The MCI Fellowship is a very great opportunity for me as a journalist because it gives me very many skills, multi skills, such as reporting and then anchoring. Yeah, and I think it's a very, very great opportunity for journalists out there.
Amazing. The MCI Fellowship means a lot to me. Like, to be honest, ever since I got the news that I'm going to be part of this year's edition, I am so humbled. It's a very different feeling. I mean, growing up in the art of journalism, getting to know all these different skills, getting acquainted with all the different, processes that go around with journalism is such a special feeling. And roundabout now, we are going to learn more about the fellowship from somebody who is in the fellowship. Juma, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much, Isaac and Grace in the studio. Today actually marks the second day of the fourth edition of the Media Challenge Fellowship here in Kampala Hotel at J Fry. So today, of course, as you can see in my background, students are here set for the second day. This year's fellowship, we have 26 students who are participating from different universities. So I want to talk to one of the students to ask her experiences on how she feels about this year's Media Challenge Initiative Fellowship. Hello, good morning, and welcome to MCI Television. What's your name?
I'm Helen Kawakucha.
Helen, how do you feel about this year's fellowship, and what have you learned?
So far, I'm very excited. I'm very expectant. From the very moment they called me, I was like, wow, I made it. So when I entered, it's been my expectations and more that superseded them, I could say. And on what I've learned, yesterday's first session was on investigative journalism, and I learned quite an array of things on how to report the elements of investigation, so much more.
How do you see the future, your future in the journalism career?
I would say it's very bright. I think it's that kind of bright that actually blinds you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, Ishak, today we're going to have another session as well. Yesterday we had sessions on journalism, that's solution journalism by different media personalities who took the students through different trainings. We have the investigative journalism and also news anchoring as well. So today we are going to expect actually a lot. As you can see, students are set for the second day. So back to you to the studio.
Thank you so much. But before you go, Juma, I would like to ask you something very important. What was your very favorite session yesterday, and who was your favorite facilitator?
Okay, yes, yesterday we had different facilitators, the likes of Canary Mugume coming in the evening to take students through news anchoring, and we also had the Mr. Abbas Mpindi, who is the CEO of the MCI He took students through the solution journalism, and we also had the investigative journalism. That's by Mr.
Yeah, we had investigative journalism by Mr. Raymond Mujuni, right?
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
I a little bit forgot that. So it was really amazing yesterday that we had a very interactive session, and the students were participating, asking questions, and it was really, really amazing.
Yeah, I believe so. And I think Mr. Solomon Saranja really stood out for me. His session was really amazing. Some of us grow up wanting to do anchoring and, things like that. But, okay, growing up, I really loved anchoring. Though right now, it's not something I want to do. Maybe I would, but it's not something I just want to do. I just want to be like a one-man army. And it's what the Media Challenge initiative is about. Thank you so much, Juma. We'll be getting back. Grace.
Yeah.
Tell me, what stood out for you yesterday?
The investigative journalism session was so amazing because I personally, as a journalist, I think when you dig deeper into stories, the unknown, stories which are put into the dark, that might need to be impactful to the society, I think investigative journalism would be an amazing opportunity for a journalist like me who wants to change the society.
Something was pointed out yesterday that says blogs continue to be an effective platform for communicating information by building journalists. That was by the famous Antonio Chisembo. And we have comments here on social media, on Facebook to be particular. Andrew Smith and then Neno Ayen says, simple, passionate, knowledgeable, and friendly. Antonio Chisembo will make you understand even when understanding is not your brother. Damn, okay. We also have Great Work Man, Big Up by Alan Woji. We also have Joyce Namitala saying good work. We'll be reading more comments, but as for now, we have something special in the building. You can't even guess, but it's her birthday. Apparently, it's her birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday, and I'm so excited. Thank you.
All right, I'm just going to sing for you. I did so bad in music class, but yeah, it's not a problem.
Never mind.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah,
okay.
I think.
Happy birthday, dear Gracie. Happy birthday, dear Gracie. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Gracie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Ishak.
it must be really special. And talk about the elections. We had our fellowship leaders being elected yesterday. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, leaders were elected yesterday by us, the fellows, sir, and we had the boys and the deputy boys, and then the one in charge of our stomachs, that's very prominent, right?
Yeah.
And then I was among the leaders chosen, so that's so amazing.
What's your post? Remind me.
I'm in charge of social distancing and masks because we're in a very the narrative is we're having COVID, so it's very essential for us to keep ourselves safe by wearing masks and social distancing.
Yeah, we're going into another segment right now, which is sports on the morning wave. This is MCI TV. Yes, we're going to have Mutumba Geoffrey enlighten us more about the sports. What is in sports? What's happening in Uganda right now in sports? I believe we had a football match yesterday. Uganda Cranes, our team, was playing, and he's going to be telling us all about this. Welcome to the show, Mutumba Geoffrey.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here with you.
Yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So tell us, what's up?
As you know, this was the first match of Abdallah Mbilo after Jonathan McKinstry, the coach of the Uganda Cranes, was forced to step down due to the poor performance in the CHAN tournament. But yesterday, as we were here, the national team was on the national duty at St. Mary's Stadium, Chitende, where they shared a point with Burkina Faso. What does this mean for Uganda Cranes, and what does it mean for Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso automatically qualified for the final tournament. That's the AFCON tournament final that is going to take place in Cameroon. That's going to take place in Cameroon. But what does this stand for Uganda? Uganda is still in the mathematical saga because yesterday Malawi won its match against South Sudan, and Malawi stepped third to the group stage. That's Group B. I'm talking of Group B in the AFCON group stages. Now the group stages as they stand. Burkina Faso is at 9 points, and Burkina Faso qualified directly. Uganda Cranes is at 8 points, and then Malawi is at 7 points. This mathematical saga is going to be between Malawi and Uganda, because Uganda is at 8 points, and while Uganda is at 8 and Malawi is at 7. Therefore, we have to see who is going to qualify to join Burkina Faso in the AFCON tournament finals that will take place in Cameroon. Now, I would like to give you more about how the groups are standing. In Group A, we have Mali. Mali automatically qualified with 10 points. We shall be seeing Mali in the AFCON final tournament. Then Guinea also qualified with 8 points. And Burkina Faso in Group B, where Uganda is, Burkina Faso qualified. Then Group C, that's where the entertainment is, people who love football. Group C, because we are having Ghana, South Africa, and Sudan. So both of the three teams are all at 9 points. Then which means this group is still open. Each team can still qualify. Then we go to Group D. Group D, we have Gambia and Gabon. Also here we also have an entertainment. We shall see an entertaining football, because Gambia is at 7 points, while Gabon is also at 7 points, and Congo DRC is at 6 points, which means the group is also open. Then Group E, Morocco qualified with 10 points, and then Group A, Cameroon also qualified with 10 points. Egypt in Group D also qualified with 10 points, and the host, that is Comoros, also qualified with 10 points. Then Group H, Algeria, the defending champion of this trophy, also qualified with 10 points. And in Group I, that's why we have Senegal. Senegal also qualified qualified for the tournament. Ishak,
Yeah, okay.
are you a fan of football?
Man, I'm just terrible at it, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Oh, you might be interested in the international football. Currently, the international football is at what we call the international break, because we have to give room for these international players like Mohamed Salah to come and play for their country, so that they can prosper into what we call the AFCON finals. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I'm terrible at football, but of course we are talking about the national team right now.
Yeah.
I understand that Jonathan McKinstry was forced to step down due to a terrible poor performance during the CHAN.
Yeah.
And our new coach is
Abdallah Mobiru.
Yeah, Abdallah Mobiru.
Yeah.
So try to compare and contrast between the two. What do you think stands out when it comes to Abdallah Mobiru and Jonathan McKinstry?
That was what we call the national debate, because we went into what we call the CHAN, and Abdallah Mobiru made the team qualify for the CHAN, and then here comes McKinstry. He took over the team. After taking over the team failed to prosper out of the group stages, and people were like, how can you give the team to how can you take away the team from somebody who made it go into the tournament and give it someone else? And then after following the performance of Morebie Kwaso is the under-20 national team manager. He made the team go up to the final of the AFCON under-20. Yeah, then they said, why can't we trust the local coaches? That's why Abdallah Mobiru is taking. But Abdallah Mobiru did not start bad. If you can get a draw from the good team, that's Burkina Faso, and you get a draw. However much, it wasn't the best that we expected, because everyone was expecting to seal a place in the AFCON yesterday.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mutumba Geoffrey.
You're welcome.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mutumba Geoffrey for you from sports. I'm not well acquainted with sports, but yeah, that was a beautiful performance. And of course, let me remind you, this is the Morning Wave on MCI TV. It's always a pleasure, though it's our very first edition of... Okay, so we have the Debunk Show that runs on MCI on our Facebook page every now and then. They keep on releasing episodes, I think, every week, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and in journalism, we are all about facts. Facts are very important. Fact checking everything should be factual. Yeah, we just want to have the truth and nothing like fallacies or stories that are, like that are infringed and
Just to be factual, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have a lot of falsehood in journalism going on. And talking about that, social media is one of the biggest tools right now when it comes to news. How do you perceive social media news? Do you take in everything you read on social media?
And in most cases, I really don't. I have to be very critical of what news stories or the channels I choose, or maybe the news sources I choose,
Yeah.
because not all of them tell true stories. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true. So you have to be very critical.
Exactly. Everyone wants to be relevant. And talking about social media, yesterday Solomon Seranja told us that the future of journalism is with a smartphone.
Yeah, true.
Everything on the smartphone, like everything is digitalized right now in the world. Everything, every little thing. He asked us a question: how many of you have read a newspaper in the last 5 days? And guess what?
None of us had an answer because we use
Yeah.
our phones to get stories, news stories, and because that's what it's training, right?
Yeah, we just keep on checking the phone. And the phone is a very big tool. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellows out there, it's not about TikTok, it's not about social media slang, IG and all that. We just want, we just have to be a little bit more as journalism students. Use your phone to blog, use it to do YouTube, use it to do anything that could be productive and make you a better person. There are tutorial videos on YouTube that can teach you anything. So yeah, I believe it's very important for us to take that home as a point. And thank you so much for watching The Morning Wave on MCI TV. And please follow us on our social media platforms, on Twitter at IMC_Challenge_UG, on Facebook at Media Challenge Initiative, and on Instagram at Media Challenge Initiative. It has been a great one, right?
Yeah, it was really great. And by the way, before we wind up,
Yeah.
the question goes back to us as journalists. What's your niche? What are you passionate about? You might be good at reporting a political story or human interest stories. So the question goes back to you. What do you really want? And besides that, you have to be a multi-task journalist.
Yeah, one-man army, right?
Yeah,
it's
true.
what we are about. Yeah, and I'm so grateful to this fellowship. I'm so grateful to the Media Challenge Initiative. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's grand. It's priceless. It's big, like big. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to make it big. It's not the usual kind of big. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely day.
Yeah, thank you, MCI. We are very grateful.
I remain Ishak
Bye.
with my co-host.
Grace Birunji.
Take care.